Welcome back to the Wrestling Hour, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Premier Wrestling YouTube channel. This is Dave Sturchio. That's Josh Shernoff. We hope you guys are doing well out there. We hope you've enjoyed the last couple episodes as we've put together some serious bangers. That's right. I can't start a show without
a shot, folks.
I feel like I need to just really get it in the mode of, what's going on. Like, it puts me in a mood. It puts me in a good mood.
Oh, it puts me in a mood.
Okay, so with that being said, we have a loaded show right here on the Wrestling Hour. I'm very excited about it because I had again, I know wrestling. I've known wrestling for a long time. I've been a fan since. Can you actually, before we go, this is a fun conversation. Do you remember your first? Do you remember your first interaction with professional wrestling? Like you saw it, you said, "What is it? I love it." Do you remember that one moment in time?
I do not remember a one moment in time because I can't remember a time that I was not a wrestling fan. But if I had to guess, I recall a story of my brother renting from the video store.
Blockbuster Video or maybe Hollywood Video or potentially Easy Video?
Could have been movies that we had near us. Could have been, I don't know. But whatever it was, he rented from the video store the 2-tape WrestleMania 5, I guess it was, right? Or
5.
It was 4 or 5. I don't know.
4 was the Atlantic City tournament? Was that 4?
Yes.
Okay.
4 and 5 were both in Atlantic City.
That's true.
And that was the first that I believe he was really watching for the most part. So one would venture to guess that I was right there with him watching it.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I think I just was always watching. I don't recall a time that I wasn't, but I know 1990. I was all in. By the 1990 Royal Rumble, I remember watching in late 1989, watching superstars saying, here's who's going to be in the Rumble. So I know I go back to the 80s at least with it. But no, I don't remember that first time. Do you?
I do. As a matter of fact, remember the first interaction I had with professional wrestling, and it's obviously an iconic scene in professional wrestling.
You didn't start until you were doing that podcast?
not the Iconics. Not my girls, Jess and Cassie.
I'm sorry, what? Your girls, Jess and Cassie.
Sorry, I had a brain fart. That's okay. They'll understand. They'll understand. No, my wrestling fandom, which, by the way, great feature coming up on the Premier Wrestling app. My wrestling fandom started, so scrolling on the TV once upon a time. I think it was January of 1992, where I was watching. I didn't know what I was watching. I was like, well, who is that guy? Terrible haircut. And why on earth would he be the owner of a barbershop? I don't understand. So my first interaction with professional wrestling was watching the barbershop scene of Shawn Michaels throwing Jannetty through a plate glass window. When he leaped and he tried
through the glass to get away from him.
According to one of the greatest of all time, Bobby Heenan. Yeah, I mean, that was the first thing I ever saw in wrestling. And I thought to myself, I don't know what this is, but that guy right there, and I was pointing right at Shawn Michaels, I said, that guy's the coolest guy I've ever seen in my life. Like, he just turned his back on his partner, and I was a heel almost. I was like, this is awesome. And then
you wonder why I'm suspicious of you. Since a young age, you've just...
Loving the backstabbing people out there.
I love it.
Yeah, no.
That's your partner. You work together. I'm going to turn on you.
In due time, my friend. But yeah, so it was Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, that storyline. My father took me to I believe it was Nassau Coliseum. They worked together for the Intercontinental Championship not too long after. And that was my first live experience. I'll have to find that one on the old wrestling fandom.
That's an important thing. While we're talking about it, let's talk about that.
Sure.
The Premier Wrestling app.
Right here.
Coming soon.
Now.
And at this point.
I want it now.
It might be...
days away.
It's probably out right now for some early access. So hopefully you're one of those people who was able to get early access.
And guess what? You're going to be able to find this show right there on the app, too. How about that?
And one of the features in there, of course, is the My Fandom feature.
I think it's incredible.
You will be able to go in and you'll be able to keep track of every live event you've ever attended.
And I guess in retrospect, sometimes you're like, if you're looking yourself in the mirror and you're like, hey, I'm the biggest wrestling fan that anybody's ever seen. Well, guess what? Now it's going to be put to the test. Mm-hmm. Let's find out just how big of a wrestling fan you are, because I need to check that box that I was at SummerSlam 95. I need to check the box that I was at the first WrestleMania at MetLife Stadium, which I don't really recall because of a bad tailgate experience. But what I will say is let's find out just who is the biggest wrestling fan out there. And now you can kind of prove it.
And then if you took photographs, scan them up, put them on there. And hey, we're not just talking about back in the day, back in the 80s, back in the 90s. We're talking about up to current.
Sure.
So if you're at WrestleMania this year, make sure that you're taking pictures and you're posting it right there on the Premier Wrestling app. And also, of course, you're going to want to follow us in the WrestleMania 40 Arena. That will be
Arena's
a piece
another
of the app
feature.
as well.
My God.
I can't wait for you guys to see this. So, obviously.
We're practically doing an infomercial for you right now.
This is it. This is it. You're going to want to check this out, the Premier Wrestling app. It is, if it is not launched already, it's going to launch next week. So don't miss out on it. You want to be a part of it early on from the beginning. A lot of great stars are going to be a part of it. Danny Moff's on it.
I mean, sure. Hey, is Curryman on it?
Curryman? Well, we might have to see about that. I haven't seen him in a long time. I don't know whatever happened to him.
I don't know either, but we have ourselves Curryman in our first match here tonight on the Wrestling Hour. Some people might look at him and say, hey, wait a minute. That looks a lot like Christopher Daniels. What? Am I wrong?
No.
Just like last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever the hell I was talking about Generica.
Person.
All right. Anyway, there was that. And then some called him Goldust. Some called him Dustin. I called him Goldustin.
Did you?
I sure did.
Wow.
In fact, fun fact about Dustin. He didn't technically agent my first professional singles wrestling match, but he
didn't technically agent mine either.
He was there for it. He was there for it. He did a seminar, which I took prior. It was my first singles match. So I had the Battle Royal that I won, and then I went off.
So this was your third to last match, you said?
So I had the Battle Royal I won, then a 5-on-5, and then a 3-on-3, and then by December of 2012, I was granted my first singles match against one Damian Gibbs. Probably nobody remembers him. He's the Prince of Aesthetics. But anyway, I had my first singles match with Damian Gibbs, and Dustin went over it with us, like what we should do, what shouldn't we do, what could be this, what could be that, like just little twerks here and there. So he told us about a double down that should happen. And if your wrestling fans don't know what a double down is, just picture two guys double clotheslining each other. They're down for the count. Oh no, who's going to get up first, right?
Great. I can't wait for all the marks now to start using the term double down.
Yeah, sorry, folks. I just ruined it for everybody. But anyway, he told me, as a seasoned vet that he is, a legend in the business, he said, listen, do yourself a favor. Do not move until about 6. When the referee gets to 6, then you start kind of jockeying for position, get to the rope, pull yourself up, whatever the case may be. Don't move. Sell this son of a bitch, right? And I started to move at 2 because I was afraid of time. It was my first singles match. I didn't know how much time I had left. I didn't know what I was doing.
Listen to the legend.
I know. I should have done that, and I did it. And I'm sure he won't remember that story even if I asked him now.
Dustin, I feel your pain. I feel your pain.
The match was over. I won that match too. I went to the back. I know nobody cares about wins and losses.
Old Jimmy won't job over here. Come on.
I won't job to anybody except for Hacksaw.
No job Jones.
No job Jones. But I went to the back. I asked him, hey man, what'd you think? He goes, you effing got up at 2. And I was like, thank you so much, sir. It was a pleasure meeting you. No, but listen, Dustin has been incredible. He was actually part of the first actual live stream on the Premier Streaming Network, was he not?
This is possibly true. I don't remember. Yes, he was.
Thank you.
Yes,
Jesus.
he was.
How do I know this stuff and you don't?
I don't know, because I was busy there working.
Yeah, it's true. I was busy at home watching.
At Blizzard Brawl. He appeared at Blizzard Brawl 2022, which was the first event that we did.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Of Premier. Yeah. And now look where we are now with the Premier Wrestling app.
It's about to launch. Can't wait. But before we get there, let's take a look at Goldustin and the Curry Man right here on the Wrestling Hour.
Now, if Dustin Rhodes isn't here...
Are you thinking what I'm thinking here?
Yeah, I'm thinking it, but I don't want to get sued, so I ain't saying it.
Okay.
Well, 1PW does it again, Dean.
just saying a kingdom. I think we're in some kind of bizarro world. I'm sat next to Anthony Kingdom James, commentating on Goldust versus Curryman. Has the world gone mad?
It may have. Sweet Stevie Aaron, joined by Dean Ass and Kingdom James. Well, unfortunately, Chris Daniels and Dustin Rhodes had to go to the hospital. You know, I've got two big dream matches I've always wanted to see. You know, one of them was Dustin Rhodes versus Chris Daniels. Now, that's not going to happen. But luckily, the second biggest match I've wanted to see has been Goldust versus Curryman, and here it is. It's happening right now.
Only in one PW would you see a match like this. Let's face it.
I think Dustin has forgot who he is. Goldust he apparently is now.
From the company that brought you Jimmy Superfly Snooker doing the Chab Shuffle comes this. Oh, and let's not forget Kikutara and Blue Meaning.
I think Kingdom James's jaw's on the floor right now. He can't believe it.
Puppet lock! Puppet lock to escape!
Incredible.
Pop it and lock it.
Two of the biggest characters in wrestling history against each other. Of course, Goldust was a huge star back in the WWF.
I am former Intercontinental Champion.
Right. This is just so surreal. Curryman, a huge star in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
This is awesome!
And I got to agree with the fans. And you hear the fans saying, "This is awesome." Well, this is Goldust right now with a side headlock. Sent into the ropes by Curryman, off the ropes right now. Big hip toss. Goldust goes down. Nice arm drag from Curryman.
Curryman's going to have to keep the pace up because Goldust has the size and the strength advantage here. So Curryman's really going to have to use his speed, his heat and his spice to stay one step ahead.
I think Goldust is a little taken aback by Curryman. I think he might be getting out-weirded.
Is that possible?
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, his opponent walks around with a bowl of curry on his head.
You got a fair point there, Kingdom. I'll give you that.
There you go, nice hip toss. And an arm drag from the man now known as Goldust.
Well, we said there's going to be plenty of surprises tonight, and this is certainly a surprise.
This is two of them, I'd say.
Think about that team these two would make.
Now there's a thought.
They'd be hot, they'd be spicy, and they'd taste great.
Well, it might happen. We've just seen them shake hands.
Curry dust.
Into the ropes goes Curryman. Down goes Dustin, off the ropes, over the top. Wait, what's this going to be? Just stomps on his foot. Look at this. Dustin's making a mockery of Curryman.
And Curryman gives it right back to Goldust.
Christopher Daniels has got to be upset that once again Curryman has taken his match. You know? Every time Christopher Daniels gets in a situation where he can't wrestle, there's Curryman.
And poor old Andy Theo Gilden gets stomped That's going to wreck his football career.
Well, up till now, this match has been just a big game of one-upmanship. I don't know if they're competing to win a match or to win the crowd's favor.
Are you saying they're trying to curry favor?
I almost fell for that.
You have a beard, huh? I'm not buying it until you buy.
Madcap Beard Care.
I like this hat. I also like this beard care. That's why I'm teaming up with Madcap Beard Care.
It's one of my favorite products and smells.
A portion of the proceeds go back to save and rescue cats, which is pretty amazing.
Enjoy the products. They are absolutely amazing.
This premium beard oil, baby, oh yeah, you can only get it from where?
MadcapBeardCare.com to buy you some of the most delicious smelling beard products in the world. Delicious! Delicious! Frisco! Bourbon! Good! You heard it! It's delicious! Frisco Bourbon!
For real, I use this stuff every day. It's fantastic. I put it in my hair too, guys.
You want a beautiful, perfect beard like the Indie God? Pick up some Indie God beard care right now from Madcap.
I warn you now, Kingdom, it's going to be a long night with Dean Eas.
That one hurt. That took the wind out of me.
Right. All right, they'll lock up once again. Irish whip into the ropes, ducks the clothesline. And again.
Oh! And he took a bad spill outside. He certainly hit that guardrail with velocity, didn't he?
Certainly did. And now, looks like Curryman's going to go right after him.
Oh, Curryman wants Goldust in the ring.
And now, drops the elbow. Ace cover. Just the 2 count.
Now, am I right in saying that Curryman's regular tag partner is Chicken Tikka Kamala?
No, come on. We all know it's Bargy Boy.
I've got a right to make bad curry jokes.
I like Curry. I especially like the, chicken jalfrezi. Look at this nice reversal from Goldust into the pin.
Well, we're finally getting some wrestling rather than the one-uppers that the Kingdom was talking about. They've turned it up a lot, and now the wrestling match has begun.
Oh yeah, that was the power of Curryman there in that clothesline.
Well, he's hot and spicy, he tastes great.
And he throws a good lariat.
Absolutely.
This crowd is split. Here we go again. Oh, he's got a sleeper.
And he's got the size and the height and weight advantage to really cinch this in and really make this sleeper hold count.
Plus the experience, let's not forget that. But nice reversal by Curryman.
Oh yeah, booming back at you right there. Curryman with his own sleeper hold.
Goldust reaching for the ropes, trying to break it down to his knees.
He's in a lot of trouble right now, Andy Cole down getting in there.
And look at the great leverage that Curryman's got in his hold now.
Very smart. He had a size disadvantage. Brings Goldust down to the mat. He can use his weight on top of him.
Oh yeah, we're all the same size on the ground, Kingdom. Great move, as you say.
I was going to make a flagpole joke, but...
Oh, boy. I won't exactly.
Here we go. If the arm drops 3 times, of course, get ready.
This might be it.
Might be.
Oh, very, very close.
Very close, and now Dustin trying to get the fans behind him once again. Get back to his feet, drives the elbow, and another, and a third, with a big right hand from Curryman. Dustin fires back. And Curryman with the right hand, and look at this, trading blows now.
And you can really hear those blows raining in, can't you, Stephen?
Two of the biggest characters in wrestling history. And that's how Curryman went down.
He nearly took his head off.
Nice reversal by Curryman off the ropes. Goes down for the backdrop maybe. Well, there's one of Goldust's signature maneuvers. Dropping down, slap to the face, and a nice atomic drop there. And here we go. Who knows what's going to happen here?
Mounts him up in the ropes. Hello, how are you?
I was kind of wondering if that was going to happen, and it did. Reversal by Curryman. And now, oh, beautiful power slam. This is going to do it, 2, 3, no!
So close. You see the snap in that power slam. Just whip Curryman right around there. Loving this match.
Well, this is awesome. Only in 1PW would you see this.
Quite right, nowhere else in the world.
Curryman all over Dustin now.
Tonight's a night of first. We've got this, we've got the first ever barbed wire match. It's all happening at the anniversary show here in 1PW.
Right in the face, and we know what's coming here.
Oh.
Can you say Shattered Dreams? This might be a disqualification though. Andy Quill Dan's there telling Goldust not to try it. But Shattered Dreams is an illegal move. Let's see. Oh!
Curryman grabbing the referee, using him to block. What is the ref doing?
He's a brave man.
I thought that was insane. Oh! He's going to go up top. Curryman's going to go up top for the moonsault.
The commie-sault.
There it is! 1, 2, 3, no, just a 2 count. Dustin kicks out.
Perfect circle, just like a papillon. Or a chapati even. Chapati sault, there you go, we've given it a new name.
I knew Dustin Rhodes was insane, but I think it's kind of affecting you out here, Dean Ass. What are you talking about? Over the top. Oh, wait. Curtain call. There it is. 1, 2, 3. Forget it.
So there you have it. Curryman, Goldust. Of course, listen, these matches that we find from across the pond are incredible, and they can all be found on Premier's YouTube channel, Premier Wrestling, that is. And, of course, we can't have a show. This show doesn't go around. The show doesn't function without friends like Tommy D. Tommy D has your entire lineup for this week right here on Premier Wrestling YouTube channel. What is your problem? Get over it. You made him put a mask on last week.
I didn't say anything.
Let the kid just let he's a peacock. You got to let him fly.
Oh, he's a
keep it there. And yeah, Tommy D, take it away, buddy.
Wow, what a great match to start us off. Hello, everybody. I'm Tommy D. Let's take a look at what we have going on Premier Wrestling YouTube this week. Have you guys checked out Gabby AF yet? If you haven't, all of her backlogged episodes are right here on Premier Wrestling YouTube. The stars keep getting bigger and bigger. We have Royal Rumble winners. We have former champions. You don't want to miss any of her episodes. Check them all out right here on Premier YouTube. Have you guys checked out RVD's podcast yet? One of a kind shows every single week right here on Premier YouTube. Him and Dominic D'Angelo do a terrific job. You guys need to go out there and check it out. Well, everybody, that's all that we have this week on the Wrestling Hour. I have been Tommy D. We're going to throw it back to the guys in the studio. As you can see, a great match coming from CZW. Man, what I wouldn't give to smash Josh over the head with a light tube.
Thank you very much, Tommy D. Another great job providing us with all.
I didn't believe it. It wasn't realistic.
It wasn't. He's only he's reading off a like a teleprompter.
Yeah. You could tell.
I mean, there's actually no teleprompter, but
you could tell that too.
So, leave Tommy D alone.
Oh, listen, we knew. No, you leave Tommy D alone. First of all, it's not. No. I'm going to defend him for 1 second.
Wait, what?
To make a joke that he was reading off of a teleprompter, you know he can't read. And that you would make a joke like that is inappropriate. Tommy D, you listen to me. You and I may not see eye to eye based on how short you are. But I'm going to tell you something right now.
Oh, my God.
I appreciate your efforts.
Oh, that was nice. That was nice.
I'm a nice guy.
Sometimes.
I appreciate them.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I like them. Doesn't mean I think that your efforts amount to anything, but I appreciate it.
All right. Well, listen.
He doesn't.
I do. Stop. I do. A lot. Love Tommy. Tommy's a great co-host. He's a wrestling historian. The guy is a absolute, just a how do I call this?
Hack.
That's not the word I was going for. A vault. He's a vault. He's a vault of knowledge of professional wrestling. So if you ever want to hold a conversation with a guy that could talk your ear off, contact Tommy D. Follow him on Twitter.
Man,
do all that fun stuff.
There's nothing anyone wants more than to have a conversation. Yeah, you can have a conversation with Tommy D. We'll take a picture and recreate that meme of the disappointed person listening to this idiot spewing wrestling knowledge into their ear.
You are horrible. But anyway.
I'm not horrible. Tommy D's a great guy. I'm a big fan.
I could tell. Speaking of big fans, there is a lot of
that
fans.
Was believable.
You like that? See, there's a lot of fans of a company called CZW, Combat Zone Wrestling. They've been frequent on this show because they have had some incredible matches. And again, there's levels to CZW. Once upon a time, they were just literally trying to kill each other. There was moments with light tubes and all sorts of ultra-violent kind of situations. But then as time went on, there's a lot more professional wrestling involved. And that's where we're kind of putting this one right here today on the Wrestling Hour. It is one of their standouts. It is Griffin McCoy. Keep your eye on this guy because I'm telling you right now, just do yourself a favor. If I was starting a fantasy wrestling team on the independents, he would be on my roster because you just take my word for it as he goes one-on-one with the legend that is KENTA. And it goes down right here on the Wrestling Hour. Enjoy.
Introducing first, to my right, from San Francisco, California, weighing 225 pounds, the top guy, Griffin McCoy. And introducing to my left, from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 190 pounds, Bullet Club, KENTA!
KENTA has arrived here at CZW. KENTA is here in America looking for the best talent here. And he has drawn Griffin McCoy.
Ring the bell!
You could cut the tension with a steak knife out here. These two locking eyes have not taken their eyes off each other since the bell has rang.
We're underway, both men jockeying for position.
Oh, as for the clean break, Griff, just Griffin advantage of the break.
It was not a clean break.
Not at all.
You know, Griffin has watched so much KENTA tape. He's studied KENTA. He's inspired by KENTA. But at that moment, he did not respect KENTA.
I mean, it's not about respect. You're in here to compete. You're in here to get a win. You're not here to make friends. You're not here to respect the next guy. You're here to climb the ladder and win the gold. If you're not here looking for a championship title, then what are you doing in this business?
And another slap across the face. KENTA upset, handful of hair. Ooh. Griffin out of the way quickly.
Ooh. KENTA missing both shots, but looking to take Griff's head off. He's swinging for the fences, Holiday.
These two are still trying to figure each other out, still trying to feel each other out, but I think Griffin is trying to throw KENTA off his game.
I'm telling you what, it's reflexes. These boys are out there having the time of their lives. Someone's going to inevitably make a mistake. We're going to have to see who drops the ball first.
Quick into the waist lock, takedown by KENTA.
KENTA showing his superior wrestling skills, his grappling game on the ground, unmatched.
Griffin looking for an escape right now, but KENTA all over him. Just disrespecting Griffin McCoy.
No respect, no respect.
And you can see Griffin upset. I mean, so many people.
To the eye? What's going on? What did he?
He might have caught a finger there. I mean, so many people have been talking about how KENTA's coming. KENTA's going to be here. It's got to get into the head of Griffin McCoy.
I've got to tell you, the internet's been ablaze with news of KENTA being here tonight, and I don't expect him to disappoint. The intensity of this match is exactly what we've been looking for.
Leapfrog, go for the trip.
Oh my God.
Kick right to the jaw, takes down KENTA. But Griffin, he's trying to make a statement right now that he is the top guy, but he's got to stay on top of KENTA here. Snapmare takeover. Spinal tap shrugged off by KENTA.
Here we go.
KENTA gonna show you how it's done.
KENTA returns the favor. My God, what a vicious shot.
But Griffin gonna shrug it off. Another spinal tap.
These two trying to one-up each other. So come on. Just come on, you want to do it, bring it. Give it everything you've got, young man. This is your opportunity. This is your shot. This is the moment you asked for, the one-on-one with KENTA.
Don't ask for this from KENTA.
Oh my God, he almost caved his chest in.
Oh, sets him up for another. That'll break your sternum.
That'll break your pride.
Griffin dumped out here on the floor. KENTA gonna follow.
Get him back in the ring, all right? I know. All right, get him back in the ring.
KENTA knows the rules. He's a veteran here.
Oh my.
Another kick.
Goodness. Those vicious kicks to the chest of Griffin. You've got to wonder how much damage his chest is able to take.
Just slams him here on the floor, right in front of everybody.
I'm watching.
I did see that, KENTA.
I'm watching, KENTA.
You have a beard, huh? I'm not buying it until you buy.
Madcap Beard Care.
I like this hat. I also like this beard care. That's why I'm teaming up with Madcap Beard Care.
It's one of my favorite products and smells.
A portion of the proceeds go back to save and rescue cats, which is pretty amazing.
Enjoy the products. They are absolutely amazing.
This premium beard oil, baby, oh yeah, you can only get it from where?
MadcapBeardCare.com to buy you some of the most delicious smelling beard products in the world. Delicious, Frisco, bourbon, good. You heard it, it's delicious, Frisco bourbon.
For real, I use this stuff every day. It's fantastic. I put it in my hair too, guys.
If you want a beautiful, perfect beard like the Indie God, pick up some Indie God beard care right now from Madcap.
sends Kenta right into our ring post here.
McCoy turns the tables, tries to take control of the momentum. Few kicks of his own.
Kenta.
Oh my goodness.
Sat here in the front row.
Kenta out here with the CZW faithful. Best seat in the house.
Griffin, head of steam. Takes him out right in the front row. Sends him sliding back 3 or 4 rows. The CZW faithful get an up-close and personal look at Kenta.
The ref trying to make some sense of all the action going on the outside.
The ref knows we don't want to see this end at a count out, letting these two go.
No way, not tonight. This one's too good. We need a clear winner in this contest. Cover.
Took too much time getting him back into the ring. Kenta kicking out at 2.
I tell you this, there's no way McCoy decides to take this win with a 10, even if he wins. Because if he's going to prove what he came here to prove tonight, he'll have to pick Kenta's shoulders to the mat. 1, 2, 3, and here's a cover. That could have been it right there, Holiday.
Could have been all, but Kenta, so much fight in Kenta.
I'm telling you, McCoy's here to prove a point. He's out here to break the internet. A win over Kenta could send his name across the world.
And now, Kenta back to his feet. Trading blows. McCoy looking for that sunset flip.
Oh my God! Snap the dog out of him. My goodness!
Kenta did not forget those slaps from earlier in the match. Gonna teach Griffin McCoy a lesson. Shoots him off the ropes. Fires in with the kitchen sink.
I'm wondering if Griff's got any taste left in his mouth after that slap from before. Jeez.
Griffin's jaw, it's a couple inches to the left. I know Griffin McCoy trained for this. He planned for this. He strategized for this. But the real thing is so violent and so painful.
Listen, when you strategize and you plan for something, you strategize and you plan for tactics. You strategize and you plan for techniques. You can never strategize and plan for being punched in the face, kicked in the chest. There is no strategy. There is no plan. Because all of it goes out the window as soon as you get punched in the face.
Kenta in control right now. Handful of hair. Snapmare takeover. Oh, that kick just echoed throughout Studio C.
You could hear that one in the back in the standing room only audience here at the Combat Zone.
Griffin didn't shrug that one off. Is now the fury in knees, getting the knee pad out of the way.
Fakes is all out.
Nobody does it like Kenta.
And this is what he brings to the fight. This is what he brings to every show, to every venue, to every audience he's ever performed in front of.
Neck breaker there into the cover.
This is a top-tier, world-caliber athlete as Kenta. It's going to take every bit of training that Griff has ever had in his life to overcome these odds as he's being choked out right now as we speak before our eyes.
Griffin trying to battle back to a vertical base here. Griffin does have that height advantage here.
Gets to his feet. Oh my God.
Kenta in control right now. Maybe took a little bit too much time going for these covers here. but it's not about winning right now. It's about forcing Griffin to kick out again and again to expel energy.
That's right. He's exerting every bit of energy he's got in the tank, Kenta, making sure that Griffin's not resting, that he's not regenerating. Every cover is an opportunity for him to get that 3 count. And every time he does it, he gets closer and closer.
Kenta's just standing over his prey. The disrespectful damage. Those kicks right to the temple.
Is this what you got? This is what Kenta's saying.
Shot to the jaw sends Griffin back down to the mat. Griffin refusing to stay down.
When we said this match would be a fight, we had no idea that these two would deliver like this. The hard hits, the fast-paced action. Kenta's in control now, but it's Griffin's right back on his feet, firing up, letting off those elbows.
The endurance of Griffin McCoy pops right back up, answers with a lariat.
McCoy is a man possessed. He's on fire right now. There's nothing to keep him down.
This means too much to him. He's got to stay on top of him.
He's got to capitalize. This is his moment. Big chop.
Now, continuing the assault in the corner.
Sends him out.
Reversed. Griffin into the corner.
Eats the boot.
Up top goes Griffin. Jumps over. Kenta in. Eats the kicks. And down goes Kenta. Kenta to the outside. Griffin gonna fly. Flying cross body.
A plancha over the ropes.
Did you hear the thud as the back of Kenta's head ricocheted off the floor here?
That sickening thud. They'll have to check if he's all right after that one.
Griffin in control. Got to get Kenta back into the ring.
From the sound of that, I can promise you that Kenta's bell is rung. If there was ever an opportunity for McCoy to capitalize, it's now.
Griffin sizing up Kenta. Looking to do more damage.
He's locking onto his target. He sees him. He's coming. Bandera over the top.
Griffin go back up high.
Comes back inside. Springboard. Crossbody. Cover. 2.
Only 2.
Oh my God, I thought he had it. Big springboard crossbody. Kenta didn't see it coming. Wraps him up. Gets the cover. The ref is there. Still not enough. 2 count.
CZW faithful believing in the top guy here.
These two combatants giving it everything they've got inside of that ring.
Looks like he's looking for, he's got that half Nelson in.
This match means everything to Griffin McCoy.
Griffin McCoy eating that middle turnbuckle. Kenta catches and plants him with the DDT.
Listen, a win here for Griffin McCoy would mean everything in the world. But Kenta's got a reputation to uphold. He's not just going to come in here and let McCoy walk all over. He's not going to hand him a victory. There are no easy wins. We are talking about Kenta.
Kenta looks like he's going to go to the high-risk district. Heading up high.
He's up there. He's been up there for quite some time. Is he going to land? Big lariato from the top.
Into the cover. Shoulders down. Only good for 2.
That shoulder is definitely up.
Kenta now over the STF. He's got it locked in. Center of the ring. Griffin's got nowhere to go.
It's a bad situation. It's a bad place to be with a hold like that on. It's not looking good for McCoy. He's fighting towards those ropes, but he's got so far to go. Reach, young man, reach.
Oh, he's got to dig in those fingernails and drag himself to that bottom rope.
You asked for this. This is your moment, kid. You asked for this. This is what you wanted.
One finger with one finger of the that bottom rope and breaks the hold.
That's what I'm talking about. You can't give up in a moment like this. You've come this far, McCoy.
But how much energy did that take out of Griffin to drag himself from the center of the ring to that bottom rope?
Look, I don't know how much energy or how much gas he's got left in the tank, but he's still in this fight. That 3 didn't happen. That tap out didn't happen. Griffin McCoy throwing some shots of his own right now. Kenta smiling, throws a shot of his own, folds McCoy in half.
The thing about Kenta is Kenta doesn't let you know you've hurt him as he flies in with that boot. But no, Griffin follows back in.
Oh my God! Is his spinal cord still attached to his cerebellum? Kenta's head almost damn near came off in the corner.
Retracts it back to the center of the ring.
McCoy with the killer sit out. 1, 2. It doesn't get any closer, ladies and gentlemen. This is Combat Zone Wrestling.
Griffin was unable to get his legs over the shoulders of Kenta. If he was able to lock that in, I think that would have been all. But Kenta staying alive.
Unreal. Griff McCoy showing why he got this opportunity, why this is his moment to shine. He could be the next big star in all professional wrestling. This is that opportunity he needs. He's just got to capitalize. He's got it. He's taking too much time. He's got to stay on top of someone like Kenta.
He's got him hooked up here. Kenta staggering here. Trying to get that hook in.
That's what I'm talking about, Kenta, with the sense of mind.
Kenta firing back with those elbows. Teeing off.
Both men teetering, barely standing on their own 2 feet.
Both men smiling as they tee off on each other here.
What a war. These 2 combatants dropping bombs.
Back and forth we go here.
Who's gonna drop first?
Neither man willing to back down.
Kenta hits the ropes. Big Eagles kick. Griff returns favor. Face to face, head to head, both men charge.
Both with the same idea, staying on their feet. Both men connect, both men are down.
Twin high kicks for the KO. Both men are down. Theo starts to count.
I'd hate to see it end this way.
No way. There's no way this fight ends like this. There's too much behind it. Kenta, you gotta get up. Griff, you gotta get up. Kenta, you've got your reputation. Griff, you've got the world to prove wrong. Let's go. Rumble, man, rumble.
Both men, nose to nose, willing themselves and their opponent to get back up and deliver more damage. Fighting on their knees.
Throwing everything they've got left into these elbows. Forearm shots across the chin, looking for the knockout blow. They're halfway there. Correction, Kenta says, let's get back to our feet.
Both men unloading, neither man backing down.
Beautiful flurry combination by Griff.
Kenta rushing in. Flies in with the boot, down goes Griffin. That looked very similar. Kenta showing Griffin how it's done.
The crowd getting behind Kenta. They love to see some stiff competition. If that's what you want, Kenta's what you got here at CZW, the Arrival.
Kenta takes flight again with the double stomp.
Big double stomp cover.
Griffin McCoy staying alive.
How is this even possible? Griffin McCoy has been out here taking a beating. They've been to the outside. They've been used as bowling balls. They've thrown their bodies. There's absolutely no way he's got anything left in the tank to stand on his own 2 feet.
But I think it's time for Griffin to go to sleep. Griffin's got to fight out of this or it's all over. Kenta caught him.
It ain't bedtime yet. Griff's still in this fight.
Griffin caught him out the back. Look at the power of Griffin McCoy. Picks him up. Pile driver right on the top of the head. Griffin's got to capitalize. He's going up high.
Somebody check on Kenta. He might not be with us anymore. Big body splash onto the lifeless body of
the
Kenta.
leg, shoulders down. Kenta out at 2.
McCoy, you've got this in the bag. You've got to capitalize in this moment. You cannot let him recover.
But look at the anguish on the face of Griffin McCoy. There might be nothing left in him.
He's going to have to suck it up. He's going to have to get it together, because if he lets this opportunity slip past him right now, he may not get it again.
He's calling for it. Sunset kick.
Just misses. Goes up into position. Reverses.
Looking for the pile driver. Out the back. Backhand. Exploder suplex.
Griffin's got that go to sleep well scouted. He looks like he's got several ways out.
Psycho knee on the button. Great counter to the sunset kick.
Off the rebound. His full body weight moved right into that. The timing on that could not have been more perfect.
But Kenta can't capitalize. Both men down.
I'll tell you what, he may not be able to capitalize, but he prevented from Griff to getting that cover. He did what he had to do to create the space and time to stay in this fight. If Griff lands that kick, there's no telling if Kenta kicks out.
Kenta willing his body back to his feet, looking to put Griffin McCoy away.
Oh my God.
Another psycho knee into the cover. Griffin McCoy, as long as there's still blood pumping through the heart of Griffin McCoy, he will not give this up.
Kenta calling for it.
Gonna try to put him to sleep. The move he created.
Griff fighting for his life here. He's got no choice. Oh my God, God!
Furious strikes by McCoy.
Oh my God!
Griffin answering each one of those strikes with one of his own.
Landing those shots with precision. How is he still standing?
Into the cover. He might be out.
The shoulders up.
Not a lot behind that kick out, though.
That was pure instinct.
Griffin running on fumes. Yahtzee kick right to the jaw.
My goodness. Clean this clock. I think it's about time.
Griffin up. Go to sleep on the button.
That's it.
Into the cover. Kenta with the victory. Kenta has arrived here, and CZW was taken to his limit by the top guy, Griffin McCoy. But Kenta shows why he's one of the greatest talents, one of the most feared men here in the squared circle, picking up the victory. Griffin McCoy, nobody works harder, and I know that this loss is going to haunt him. He's going to tear himself down and rebuild himself.
Listen.
But he needs to know the incredible effort that he just took Kenta to his limit and just came that much short. McCoy not walking out of here with the victory, but walking out of here with the respect of KENTA. Showing respect for both of these men.
A standing ovation and nothing less deserved.
And that is why Griffin is on my roster. If you were to start a fantasy wrestling, right? Who would be your number one? And only independents only. Nobody that's signed to WWE, AEW.
Matt Cardona.
All right. Okay. So you're establishing Matt Cardona as your first pick.
Matt Cardona would be my first pick.
One pick. Matt Cardona.
Matt Cardona.
First pick from me, Danny Moff. Who's your second pick?
Now,
where are you going now, pal?
Okay. I understand that you want Danny Moff on your team because he's got the Shernoff rub and because he's an incredible talent.
Yeah, well.
So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing boards here and figure this out.
Yeah, you didn't expect that,
But I don't deal
did you?
in fantasy.
Oh.
I don't deal in fantasy.
Okay.
I deal in reality. And you know what's reality?
What's reality, Josh?
Next week, Steph DeLander will be defending the Premier Wrestling Women's Championship. Her first defense. Unfortunately, she had been injured, and that's why she has yet to defend it. But
couldn't strip her of the title because it's been that long?
No, she's not going to be stripped.
I mean, when you don't compete for so long.
But she was injured.
I understand that, but then we need it to be vacated.
Yeah, well,
there's plenty of
so here's what happened. It's not that she was injured. It's not that she was injured. It's not that she was injured.
Oh, now she's not injured.
No, she's not injured. Don't put words in my mouth. It's not that she was injured. It's that everyone was afraid.
Oh.
So nobody was willing to step up
and
compete against her. But now we finally found somebody. I don't know what her name is because it doesn't matter because she's going to lose.
We shall see. And there's a lot more in store at Premier Wrestling. And of course, right now, do yourself a favor. You have the Squared Circle Expo next week. Josh is going to be in the building, right? The app is going to launch. Be sure to keep your eye on all the social media platforms across the board. I'm talking Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. Keep your eyes peeled for the launch of the Premier Wrestling app. It's going to be incredible. We can't say enough about it. It's going to
change the industry.
I think so too.
And I know that sounds like a big, bold statement, but it's going to. It's going to change the way you enjoy your wrestling fandom, the way that you are able to talk about your fandom, the way that you are able to talk about shows that happened in the past, shows that are happening live at that point.
Isn't there a calendar feature too?
There's a calendar feature.
It's going to let you know when the wrestling when these independent companies are running. So now you can plan out your fandom ahead of the fandom.
Not just that, you'll also be able to know where they're airing, and you'll also be able to buy tickets directly from there.
Good.
So this
Lord.
I'm telling you, Premier is changing the game.
The game has been changed. We're not talking about Game Changer Wrestling. We're talking about Premier Wrestling.
They're there too.
But they're there too. All right. And there's going to be a lot of relationships made over the next couple months. 2024 bound to be big, big, big stuff over here at Premier. So for Dave Sturchio, Josh Shernoff, this has been another episode brought to you by Mad Cat Beard Care. By the way, make sure you go shout those guys out. Buy all your beard products. I know mine is in production right now, if not already launched. So go check that out.
They said that it smelled way too bad.
Oh, I didn't.
I asked him, I said, well, what does it smell like? He said, it smells like desperation. I said, no, that's
destruction.
That's Dave.
Not Dave, not desperation, destruction.
That's Dave. Desperation.
Not desperate for anything, baby. I got it all. I got everything I need right here on the Wrestling Hour. So we'll see you guys next time. And of course, be sure to like the video, tell your friends, and of course, spread the word about the upcoming Premier Wrestling app. We'll see you guys next week.